Alrighty. Oh, hey, Luthi, you just got on. Excellent. Here we go. There it is. Wow! Hey, crazy. Here we are. You barely made it in time. I gave a little bit of buffer there because I didn't want you to miss the beginning of this. I knew you would be pretty upset. Okay. Are we ready? Literally turned on and you popped up. Well, good. Good, good. Washing dishes? It's very noble of you. Wee! Look at this little title screen here. We're about to embark on a brand new journey. Import ME1 character. Diana Shepherd. That's fine, that's fine. All that is fine. I'm fine with Diana. I'm fine with rank. Oops. No. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, gosh. Hold on. Boom. Sorry, folks. We gotta restart it really quick. I wanted to change a few things. Dang it. Okay, hold on. Bear with me. I'm sorry. Alright. Play. There it goes. Okay. Show off restart. Team Thane. Yeah, Team Thane. Thane was Kat's favorite character in this one. Her boyfriend. Wow. It's probably not going to pick it up yet. Yeah, I'm still in the launcher, so it won't pick it up yet. But that's okay. Yes, Thane is new. There's a lot of new characters in this one. We have a lot more variety. Alright. And looking for a game to capture. Come on. You can do it. There it is. Okay, let's try this again. New game. Imports. Shepherd. That's all fine. How do I like... Oh, I guess we don't have a choice. Maybe it'll let me change it later. Here we go.
Shepard did everything right. More than we could have hoped for.
Commander Shepard uncovered the truth.
And still, it's not enough.
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack.
But they're sending her to fight Geth. Geth! We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished. But Shepard, they'll follow her. She's a hero, a bloody icon. But she's just one woman. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose her.
1 month after the devastating Geth attack on the Citadel, the galactic community struggles to rebuild. The Alliance fleet made a tremendous sacrifice to save the Citadel Council and earned humanity membership as their prestigious group. Now the Council has forced to respond to evidence that Reaper's enormous... Well...
Disengaging FTL drives. Emission sinks active. Board is green. We are running silent.
We're wasting our time. 4 days searching up and down this sector, and we haven't found any sign of Geth activity.
3 ships went missing here in the past month. Something happened to them.
My money's on slavers. The Terminus system is crawling with them.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner. Unidentified vessel. Looks like a cruiser.
Doesn't match any known signatures.
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could possibly...
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers!
Presley!
Kinetic barriers down. Multiple hull breaches. Weapons offline. Somebody get that fire out.
Uh-oh.
Distress beacon is ready for launch. Will the Alliance get here in time?
They damn well better.
I'm not doing this just so they can find our frozen corpses. Get everyone onto the escape shuttles. Joker's still in the cockpit. He won't evacuate. I'm not leaving either.
There's no time to argue.
I need you to get the crew onto the evac shuttles. I'll take care of Joker. Shepard. Liara, go. Now. Aye, aye. Everybody in! Go, go, go!
Uh-oh. Yeah, the Normandy's pretty effed up, man.
Come on, baby, hold together. Hold together.
Oh no. The command center is gone. The systems are gone.
Come on, Joker. We have to get out of here.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy. I can still save her.
The Normandy's lost. Going down with the ship won't change that.
Yeah, okay. Help me up. They're coming around for another attack.
Joker has that disease where he has very fragile bones, so like his whole body just broke apart right there. Oh, cool. So a new character then? Boom. What a beginning. Yes, sure, why not?
Just another routine mission. Why do they always say that before a mission? Of course it's routine. You haven't done anything yet. It's everything that happens along the way. The choices you make. The paths you choose. That turn the routine into anything but.
Isn't this
Of course,
neat?
that's how it started. A routine mission. Answering a distress call. And look where that got me. We were testing out the Normandy, Captain Anderson's new ship, when the distress call came in. An Alliance patrol on Eden Prime had been attacked. They'd seen something they couldn't explain. And whatever it was massive. I hit the ground with my lieutenant, Caden Alenko. A good kid, loyal, by the book, with a talent for biotics. We came across the lone survivor of the patrol, Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams. A soldier to the core. Tough, disciplined, ready to take on whatever came her way. Ashley joined up with us and took us to the spot where she lost her squad. That's when we saw it. The ship. Like nothing I'd ever seen. It was massive, scorching the colony and everything around it as it blasted away. We followed the path of destruction to an artifact, a beacon left by a long-dead race called the Protheans. The colony had dug it up, and whoever attacked them had tried to take it. Lieutenant Alenko made the mistake of getting too close. Hit him with some type of energy. I grabbed him and threw him out of the way. That's when it hit me. Hard. Every muscle in my body went rigid. I couldn't move. Could barely breathe. Everything went black. And then I saw something. A vision. Dream. A nightmare. By the time I woke up, we were halfway to the Citadel on our way to meet the Council. I was expected to explain what I'd seen. Anderson came along. So did Udina, our political representative on the Citadel. With those two heavyweights, it seemed reasonable we could persuade the Council that the ship we'd seen was a potential threat. As was the individual behind the attacks. The main suspect for the Eden Prime massacre was a Turian Spectre named Saren. He'd been seen by one of the survivors from the colony at Eden Prime, and there was some evidence to suggest that the ship was connected to Saren. But even Udina's pointed accusations weren't enough to convince the Council. They just couldn't believe one of their chosen elite Spectres could be guilty of something like that. They needed proof, which meant I needed proof. Fortunately, I wasn't alone in my search. Garrus, another Turian, wanted to help. A top agent for Citadel security. Despite orders from his superiors that he shouldn't get involved, he told me he was suspicious of Saren and he had some useful leads. More importantly, he was willing to share them. That led me to Rex, the biggest, nastiest looking Krogan bounty hunter I'd ever seen. He turned out to be more than just a brute. It was his intel that led us to a fugitive with incriminating evidence on Saren. The fugitive turned out to be an energetic little Quarian named Tally. A tech expert with a knack for hacking. She
Rex
procured some information on Saren. Evidence that proved Saren was dirty. Tally's evidence proved that Saren was responsible for the massacre on Eden Prime, and the immense warship we'd spotted was in fact Saren's flagship. But it went much further. Saren was trying to find a way to bring back a race of sentient machines from dark space. Machines allegedly responsible for cleansing the galaxy of all organic life. These Reapers were blamed for wiping out all life 50,000 years ago, including the Protheans, and disappearing back through the mass relays to dark space, leaving no trace that they'd ever been. That explained why Saren was after the beacon, and it made some sense out of my visions, but not much else. We couldn't convince the Council that the Reapers were a threat, but they agreed Saren had to be stopped. They stripped him of his Spectre status and gave me the honor of becoming the first human Spectre. My first task? Bring down Saren. Anderson decided to stay behind, giving up his ship, the Normandy. He told me I'd need it more than he would. He also pointed me in a direction. Liara, a Prothean expert, adept in biotics.
Our
and
girl.
most importantly, daughter of Meze, Saren's top lieutenant. And like most Asari, as beautiful as she is intelligent, and born with a unique ability to meld with other species, Liara was able to help me decipher some of the vision the beacon had given me. Nothing concrete, but it gave me some clues. And a new appreciation for the Asari. Her technique for accessing my vision was unexpected, but not at all unpleasant. Kaidan was a little concerned about the connection I shared with Liara. As commander, I knew either relationship had the potential to interfere with the mission. I told Liara about how I felt. Apparently, she felt it too. But we agreed we wouldn't let it get in the way of our mission, finding Saren. Thanks to Liara's help, we had our next lead, Meze. Saren had taken her to Noveria, where he'd enslaved the queen of a dangerous race of insect-like creatures, the Rachni. He ordered Meze to use the same technique Liara had used on me to extract information from the Rachni queen. The queen's drones were everywhere, and they were not happy. We had to fight through hundreds of them to get to Meze. By the time we arrived, Saren was gone, with the information. I tried to reason with Meze, but Saren had indoctrinated her. He had somehow acquired the ability to control people's actions and wills. Meze wouldn't surrender, and Liara was forced to watch her mother die in her arms. And I was left with an angry, dangerous Rachni queen to deal with. She claimed her drones would do no harm if I released her. But the Rachni had terrorized the galaxy before. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't doom an entire species for past sins. And the queen was true to her word. She left and took her army of drones with her. With Saren's top lieutenant dead, he was quickly running out of time and places to hide. I tracked him down at his base on Vermeer, but we soon learned it was more than a base of operations. It was a breeding ground. Saren was breeding an army of Krogan. He'd found a cure for the genophage, a disease inflicted on the Krogan to prevent them from breeding and taking over the galaxy. But the Krogan Saren was breeding were slaves, mindless beasts that obeyed Saren's will. I had to destroy the base and all its research. Rex disagreed. Violently. Rex wanted the genophage cure for his people. I tried to convince him to help me destroy it, that these Krogan weren't real. But he wouldn't back down. Fortunately, Rex is smarter than he looks. He realized this wasn't the way to help his people, and that Saren was the real threat. When we finally got to the center of the base, I realized just how close Saren was to completing his plan. He was already in communication with the Reapers. Sovereign, Saren's flagship we'd all assumed was just a ship, was a Reaper. It spoke to me, threatened me. I could feel the menace it had for every living thing. It wanted me dead. It wanted us all dead. And I knew it was capable of doing just that. What I couldn't understand was why Saren would help it. But there was no time to think about it. Sovereign knew where we were. We had to destroy the base and get the hell out. I split my team into 2 squads, sending Ash with one and Kaidan with the other as a distraction. We had a nuke and we planned to use it. Before we could detonate the bomb, Saren showed up. We fought. I stalled him to make time for my team. And in talking to him, I realized the truth. It wasn't Saren who was indoctrinating everyone.
Nope.
It was Sovereign, the Reaper. And Saren was in deeper than all of them. He tried to convince me he was still in control. Said he'd found a way to reduce the Reaper's influence, but he was kidding himself. Or believing the lies Sovereign was telling him. Before I could convince him to stop, he ran, leaving me just seconds to extract my squad mates. I tried, but I wasn't fast enough. I could only save one of them. Caden was a good man and a great soldier. But I had to choose. I chose Ash. That was the last time Saren would slip away from me. I knew then, the next time we met, one of us would die. With my team mostly intact, we chased Saren and his army to Ilos, a long-lost planet that had once belonged to the Protheans. As we prepared for what we knew would be a desperate fight, I spoke to my crew. We were just one ship, against Saren's growing army. I assured them all that despite the odds, we could defeat him. Liara saw through my words. She knew I was hurting after Caden's death. She could sense my doubts. We both knew this mission could be our last. Until that moment, we put our feelings aside for the sake of the mission. But why wait? We gave in to each other. And it was perfect. While it lasted. We arrived on Ilos close behind Saren. Once on the planet, we discovered a Prothean database that helped me put the final pieces of my vision together. The Reapers had come 50,000 years ago, and every 50,000 years before that, each time purging the galaxy of life. The Protheans had fought and died like every species before them, but a few survived long enough to leave a parting gift. The Protheans had discovered that the Citadel was the key to controlling the mass relays. By sabotaging the Citadel, they found a way to close the relays to dark space, slowing the Reapers' return, giving us the time we needed to find a solution to stop the Reapers once and for all. Saren knew this. He was leading his army to take control of the Citadel and re-establish the relays to dark space, bringing the waiting Reapers here to destroy us all. We followed him to the Citadel. It was intact, but heavily damaged. He'd caught the Council fleets by surprise, and they were only now regrouping. And with Sovereign as his flagship, there was little hope that the fleets could counterattack with enough strength to take back the Citadel. But Saren was done running, and I was done chasing him. As the Alliance and Council fleets battled Saren's army outside the Citadel, I cornered the Turian bastard in the Citadel tower and confronted him. He died believing that the Reapers would save him. As I fought to regain control of the Citadel, the Council's flagship, the Destiny Ascension, fell under attack. Despite Saren's death, Sovereign and Saren's army continued to fight. The Council was aboard the Destiny Ascension and they were requesting assistance.
I know.
But I knew in order to help them, I would have to put our human alliance fleet in jeopardy. The Council had to be saved. They represented the hearts and minds of the galactic community. Without them, the fleets would be in disarray. Even with the Citadel back in my control, Saren defeated and the Normandy leading the combined galactic fleet. The battle against Sovereign, a single Reaper, was relentless. It took the combined fleets of humanity and the other races, but in the end, Sovereign fell. But the costs were immense. While humanity's efforts in the war earned us our first seat on the Council, it was a hollow victory. The Reapers were still out there. I knew the fight was far from over, but as the one who'd led the fight against Saren, I was given new responsibilities. The choice of humanity's first counselor was left to me to decide. On the one hand, Udina, the lifetime politician, ruthless and ambitious. He would easily navigate the political landmines that would soon be placed before him. The other choice, Captain Anderson, the career soldier. Tough but fair. But a friend, and someone I could trust. Both great leaders in their own right. Anderson didn't want the job, which was a sure sign he'd be perfect for it. No ambition to get in the way. The war was over. The threat had passed. In time, the Council would rebuild itself. The Citadel could be repaired. Even the pain of lost friends would fade. But none of that mattered if the Reapers were still out there. And if they were all as powerful as Sovereign, we had to find a way to stop them. I had to find a way. I gathered my crew, took my ship, and went in search of answers. Officially, the Council would only say I was assigned cleanup duty, routing out any remnants of Saren's army. Just another routine mission.
Yeah, they got that part wrong with Saren. Oh. Now, I keep forgetting that you guys weren't there for the beginning of the game, so I'm glad we did this, so you can kind of have that beginning recap.
Commander Shepard has been recovered. The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
We have the technology. Okay, we're going to give her a bit of a different appearance. And I've made the decision to go with the default appearance. Because I think she actually looks pretty good. And if we do decide, good old Lazarus, always there for revival needs, of course. If we do decide to do any kind of modding for the game, we are going to be required to use default. So I'm okay with that. I think default looks fine. She looks better than my weird frog version I made. So, but I think we're going to change our class. We were adept before, which is just straight up basically magic user, and magic is significantly better in this game than it was in Mass Effect 1, but there are benefits to the others. Some of these are kind of a mixture, and that might be what I go for. So let's see here. Soldier, high-level operatives, outfitted for ocular synaptic processors that allow them to focus on targets with lethal accuracy, so I guess auto-aim. They have adrenaline rush, corrosive shot. They can use all weapons, assault rifle, shotgun, sniper rifle, heavy pistol. They could use 3 different types of ammo. Yeah, so there's actually ammo in this game. In the first game, there was no ammo. All the guns had unlimited ammo, but your guns had a cooldown. But in this game, there is actual ammo. I'm going to turn the game down a little bit for me. It's a little loud. Can I give her the hair at least? I don't know. I don't want to mess with it. I mean, I figured she's being rebuilt. She could look different. I'm okay with that. The soldiers are pure combat specialists, known as tougher, more effective, taking down enemies with gunfire. Let's see, infiltrator, cloaking systems. So this is like if you want to be stealthy. Tactical cloak, incinerate, AI hacking. They could do snipers, pistols, and submachine guns. They have cryo and disruptor ammo. They are the tech and combat specialists, unique ability to cloak themselves from visual and technological detection. Infiltrators are deadly at any range with a wide variety of weapons, equipment, and powers that could take down any enemy. Vanguard, which might be the one I lean towards, we'll see. Outfitted with L5N implants enabling them to perform biotic charges that strikes the opponent from incredible force. Oh yeah, that's a really cool move. Basically, like you charge super fast into someone, and then like you explode into them. It's very powerful, but it's like it puts you right into where they are, and that could be kind of dangerous. Biotic charge, pull, and shockwave. Shotguns, pistols, and submachine guns, incendiary, cryo. Feared for their high-risk, high-reward combat style. Closing quickly on enemies and destroying them at close range with weapons and biotic abilities. Oh man. Sentinels are equipped with the most advanced ablation armor system to keep themselves safe. If overloaded, the system will stun all enemies within a short distance. They could use tech armor, so they're the only class that can use tech armor, which is like... So there's actual armor in this game, not just like you go and you get a different color armor piece. There's helmets, chest pieces, shoulder pieces, leg pieces. You could really customize it. And with the Sentinel, not only do you get the customization options of having all this armor, but also you can have like what it looks like digital holographic armor on top of it. So they're basically the tanks. Sentinels are like the tanks. But they can only use pistols and submachine guns. So they're unique, bringing both tech and biotic abilities to the battlefield. While they lack focus of the adepts and engineers, they are versatile and can handle any situation. Adept is what we were before. They have implants, so they can do magic space powers. They have singularity throw, warp, pull, shockwave. Heavy pistol and submachine guns are their speciality. Adepts are biotic specialists, capable of disabling and killing enemies with raw bionic power. While they lack advanced combat training, they are the best at defeating enemies without firing a shot. Engineers. Swap combat drones and harass enemies or force them out of entrenched cover positions. Combat drone, so you get to have a little buddy. Overload, blah blah blah. They can use pistols, submachine guns. Engineers, tech specialists, only class able to employ combat drones on the battlefield. Engineers are the most effective class at blasting through enemy defenses and disabling opponents. I kind of like Vanguard. Because last time I played Mass Effect 2, I was an adept. So I was full magic, or whatever. So being Vanguard's going to be a very different experience for me. Play is totally different, and I kind of like the high risk, high reward style of it. So we're gonna go Vanguard. We're gonna do it. War Hero, we'll keep all that. Let's do it.
She's reacting to outside stimuli, showing an awareness of her surroundings. Oh my God, Miranda. I think she's waking up.
Damn it, Watson. She's not ready yet. Give her the sedative. Shepard, don't try to move. Just lie still. Try to stay calm.
Heart rate's still climbing. Brain activity is off the charts.
Anybody recognize that voice?
Red zone. It's not working.
Another dose. Now.
Heart rate dropping. Stats falling back into normal range. Too close. We almost lost her.
I told you your estimates were off. Run the numbers again.
It's Spike. Yep.
Wake up, Commander. Shepard, do you hear me? Get
From
out
Cowboy
of bed
Bebop.
now. This facility is under attack. Shepard, your scars aren't healed, but I need you to get moving. This facility is under attack. There's a pistol in the locker on the other side of the room. Hurry! Grab the pistol and armor from the locker. You don't have time to wait around, Shepard. Grab your weapon and armor.
This pistol doesn't have a thermal clip.
It's a med. Keep your head down, Shepard. Shield yourself from the blast. Someone's hacking security trying to kill you. Look for a thermal clip for your pistol. Looks like they set up a barricade to try holding the mechs off. Look out! Keep moving. We need to get to the shuttles.
We get to actually reload in this game. I love it.
Nice work, Shepard. Coast is clear.
We have full ammo. Oh my.
Don't waste time. I can't keep the mix distracted for long. More reinforcements heading your way. Here come the mechs. Use the grenade launcher to take them out.
Oh my gosh, hold on. Boom!
Take the elevator down one floor.
That's right, we got heavy weapons this time.
Hurry! Get to the door! Run! You're doing fine, Shepard. Head to the next room and I'll try to meet you. Shepard, read me. I've got them closing in on my position. Progress is slow, but subject shows signs of recovery. Major organs are again functional, and there are signs of rudimentary neurological activity. In an effort to accelerate the process, we've moved from simple organic reconstruction of the subject to biosynthetic fusion. Initial results show promise.
Cool.
Log update. The cost of this project is astronomical. Over 4 billion credits so far. But nobody seems to care that we've gone over budget. I don't know where the boss gets all his money. Maybe it's better not to know. I just wish he'd kick a little more in my direction once in a while.
Forget the $1 million man, we're the $4 billion woman! That's right. What's stopping me? Okay. Yes, Did I feed the dogs dinner? I did not feed them dinner, no. I didn't notice. Was that Wilson talking? I didn't pick up on the name. Yep. That is Spiker, right?
I'm coming! Get over here! Tag! Your gun! Yeah! What are you doing here? Thought you were still a work in progress.
Are you with Miranda?
Yeah, sorry. I forgot this is all new to you right now. I'm Jacob Taylor. I've been stationed here for—
Hostiles detected.
Damn it! Things must be worse than I thought if Miranda's got you running around. I'll fill you in, but we better get you to the shuttle first.
Why are they attacking?
What's with the mechs?
Security. Usually they fight for us. Somebody must have hacked them. That should be impossible, unless you've got access. We've got to get you out of here, Shepard.
I've got questions, but now's not the time.
It's your station, Jacob. I'll follow you.
First step, let's finish off these metal bastards. We're low on thermal clips, but I'm a biotic. Just give the order when you want me to hit them with the good stuff.
Firing.
I want you to hit him with the good stuff.
Ready to get the hell off this station?
Before we go anywhere, I need some answers.
Sure. What do you want to know?
Who are you, Jacob?
What's your job here?
Depends on who you ask. Technically, I'm Miranda's top lieutenant, but I'm just a soldier. I served 5 years in the Alliance before this. Now I'm in charge of the station's security. Usually a lot more dull than this. Normally I don't fire my gun unless it's target practice.
Hey, Rye. Welcome back to the chat. You were at the Barnes & Noble grand opening. I don't understand. Did you guys not have a Barnes & Noble? What? Grand opening? Is it just a new one?
You said they spent 2 years rebuilding me. How bad were my injuries?
I'm no doctor, but it was bad. When I first saw you, you were nothing but meat and tubes. Anywhere else, they'd have put you in a coffin. But Project Lazarus was different. Cutting-edge technology.
What do you mean, cloning? Cybernetics?
I don't know the details. You'd have to ask the scientists. But I'm pretty sure you're not a clone. They wanted to bring you back exactly as you were. You're still you. You just might have a few extra bits and pieces now.
What can you tell me about the project? Were there other test subjects?
Project Lazarus only had one subject. The whole point was to bring you back. Just you. Even that was a challenge. 2 years. All the top scientists. Best technology money could buy.
We've been dead for 2 years. Yes, my Shepard looks different. I decided to go with the default Shep because I think she looks pretty good. And I thought it made sense because we got rebuilt, so... attack on the station.
Do you know anything about this attack? Who's behind it, what they're after?
Damned if I know. I was getting ready for some shut-eye, then bam! Bunch of explosions. Next thing I know, every damn mech in the place starts shooting at us. I'm guessing it had to be an inside job. You'd need top security access to hack all the mechs.
The last thing I remember is the Normandy blowing up. Did anyone else make it?
Just about everybody survived. A few servicemen from the lower decks didn't get out. Navigator Presley was killed by an explosion. But everyone else, including the non-Alliance crew, the Asari, Liara, and the Quarian, they all made it out alive.
No, Presley's gone!
Do you know what any of them are doing now?
I don't know, Commander. It's been 2 years. They've moved on. Left the Alliance. Could be anywhere.
They were my team. If they knew I was alive, they'd come back.
Maybe you can track them down after we get off the station. If we get off the station.
Tell me about Miranda.
When I first woke up, someone named Miranda was talking to me over the radio. We lost contact just before I ran into you.
Miranda Lawson is the station's ranking officer. She led the Lazarus team. It was her job to bring you back to life, no matter what. Should have guessed she'd try to save you. She's not about to give up on you now. You said you lost contact. Could you tell what was happening?
There was some gunfire and an explosion right before I lost her.
She knows how to take care of herself. But I hope she's okay.
Let's get out of here.
What's the quickest way to those shuttles?
Depends where the mechs are thickest. It's probably best if we...
Check. Anyone on this frequency? Anybody still alive out there? Hello?
Wilson, this is Jacob. I'm here with Commander Shepard. Just took out a wave of mechs over in D-Wing.
Shepard's alive? How the hell? Never mind. You need to get her out of there. Get to the service tunnels and head for the network control room.
Roger that, Wilson. Stay on this frequency.
Who's that?
I think I remember a Wilson checking on me one time when I woke up.
That's him. He's the chief medical tech. Answers directly to Miranda. Come on. The service tunnels are this way.
Yep, they still have frequencies in the future.
Systems active.
Get over here! Damn it, Wilson. This room is crawling with mechs.
The whole station is crawling with mechs. I'm doing the best I can.
Rerouting power.
Wilson, find us another route out Wilson, where are you?
Server room B! Hurry! They're out of control!
Up those stairs, Shepard.
God, I'm hit! They...
Wilson! I'm sorry! Wilson, I'm sorry! I'm sorry, Wilson! Nothing? Oh.
Physical reconstruction of subject is complete, but we still need to evaluate all mental and neurological functions. Our orders were clear. Make Commander Shepard who she was before the explosion. The same mind, the same morals, the same personality. If we alter her identity in any way, if she's somehow not the woman she used to be, the Lazarus Project will have failed. I refuse to let that happen.
Well, thanks, Miranda. That's a really good Tom Hanks impression. I guess I'm skilled at the screaming, frantic Tom Hanks.
Shepard, down here! Bastards got me in the leg!
You were there the first time I regained consciousness.
Yeah, that was me. How about we talk about this after we fix my leg?
Should be some Meze in the first aid station on the wall. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
Grab the Meze from the first aid station on the wall.
I got the Meze from the first aid station on the wall.
Wilson's hurt bad. He needs help.
Thanks, Shepard. Never thought you'd save my life. Guess that makes us even now. I thought maybe I could shut down the security mechs, but whoever did this fried the whole system. Completely irreversible.
We didn't ask what you were doing. Why do you even have security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Weren't you listening? I came here to try and fix this. Besides, I was shot. How do you explain that?
I mean, sure, but it doesn't matter right now, does it?
I don't care who set up who. Those mechs are shooting at all of us. We'll sort it out later.
Shoot him.
We need to find Miranda first. We can't just leave her behind.
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector. There's no way she survived.
A bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda. She's alive.
Then where is she? Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead, or she's a traitor.
She tried to help me. Shoot him and save Miranda. I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Then why did she wake me up and warn me about the attack?
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor, but that doesn't change the facts. We're here, she's not. We need to save ourselves. The shuttle bay is only a few...
We can overload the canisters to clear a path to the shuttles.
Then do it.
That's it. Let's get out of here.
Okay, we took him down. But this is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if she's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project, the program that rebuilt you. It's funded and controlled by Cerberus.
Da-da-da-da! Never... Yes, I have so heard of them. Why would Cerberus save me?
I wiped out my share of Cerberus projects when I was a Spectre. Back then they were trying to kill me. Why the change of heart?
Those answers are way above my pay grade. But basically, things change.
Oh yes,
The
we
Alliance
definitely
declared
did.
you dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune to bring you back. Look, I'd be suspicious too. But right now we have to work together. I thought you deserved to know what's what. Once we're off the station, I'll take you to the elusive man. He'll explain everything. I promise.
Yeah, the Cerberus is the organization that was trying to make super soldiers using a combination of like Rachni and the Geth drone people. If you remember that.
Elusive Man. Is he in charge of all this?
Yeah, that's not his real name, of course.
Nobody knows who he really is.
It was a code name the Alliance used for him. Kinda stuck.
Yes, it definitely sounds like Spike. You like Jacob? Can we date him? Why don't you hold on to that opinion of Jacob? Just hold on to it for now. We'll catch up with you again later after we've gotten to know him a bit better. Says we can't date Rex. You know what? I'm gonna go with the more aggressive response because, yeah, they better have some freaking answers.
I don't care what his name is. He just needs to answer my questions. All of them.
He spent a lot of money and time bringing you back. I'm sure he'll be more than happy.
Why do you keep doing that? You keep cutting off the dialogue. Datapad. Did I get anything?
They've seen us.
Rerouting forward.
Boom! Oh my god! That's so cool! That's our charge move I told you about.
Can't get a lock.
Really?
Can't target them.
Allied force casualty.
I mean, since we can't be embraced by the strongest mercenary arms in the galaxy, might as well throw ourselves at every other dude. That's, I mean, you're right. Just need to root for death, wow. Melee the robot to death, yeah. Datapad. What am I getting from these datapads?
Test subject has been recovered, but the damage is far worse than we initially feared. In addition to the expected burns and internal injuries from the explosion, subject has suffered significant cellular breakdown due to long-term exposure to vacuum and sub-zero temperatures. Despite the extent of the physical trauma, Wilson assures me subject is salvageable. The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
It will proceed as planned. Alright, let's go.
Come on, through here. We're almost at the... Miranda, but you were...
Ooh!
Dead?
What the hell are you doing?
My job. Wilson betrayed us all.
Look at us, we're already drawn. That your idea of due process. I knew he was lying. Yeah.
Even if you're sure, did he deserve that welcome?
He sabotaged the security systems, killed my staff, and he would have killed us.
You sure about that, Miranda? We've known Wilson for years. What if you're wrong?
I'm never wrong. I thought you'd have learnt that by now, Jacob.
I'm never wrong.
You should have taken him alive. See what he knew.
Too risky. I've put too much time and effort bringing you back to life to let you get killed now.
You really think Wilson's capable of that?
Not anymore.
Ew.
I had a feeling Wilson was just looking for a chance to shoot me in the back.
Good instincts. Some people are far too trusting to ever see that coming. Come on, let's grab this shuttle and get out of here. My boss wants to speak to you.
You mean the elusive man? I know you work for Cerberus.
Ah, Jacob. I should have known your conscience would get the better of you.
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get her to join our cause.
Well, since we're getting everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before we go, Commander?
Let me just stretch my legs here.
Convenient that you show up as we're leaving. Where were you during the attack?
Besides trying to save your life, Wilson figured out I was helping you and he sent an army of mechs to take me out. I got here as soon as I could. Probably a little too soon if you ask Wilson.
What about the rest of the people on the station?
This is the evac area. If they're not here now, they're not coming.
We can't leave without knowing for sure. We need to go back and look.
Don't you get it? The only one worth saving is you. Everyone else is expendable.
She's right. We all knew the risks when we signed up. Without you, there's no point to any of this.
She's very sharp. Ouch.
Where are we going?
Another Cerberus facility. The elusive man is waiting for you there.
I'm not sure I trust you.
This is the only shuttle off the station. You want to stay and rot with the mechs? Be my guest.
Oh.
You're the Lazarus Project's director, aren't you?
That's right. I put 2 years of my life into this project. Into you.
Why?
What does Cerberus want from me?
Maybe you should ask the elusive man when you meet him. He poured virtually unlimited resources into Lazarus. Obviously, he has some kind of plan for you.
Let's go.
I've had enough of this station to last a lifetime.
Or 2, in your case. Come on. Before you meet with the elusive man, we need to ask a few questions to evaluate your condition.
Come on, Miranda. More tests? Shepard took down those mechs without any trouble. That has to be good enough.
It's been 2 years since the attack. The elusive man needs to know that Shepard's personality and memories are intact. Ask the questions.
2 years.
Did you say 2 years? I've been gone that long?
2 years and 12 days. And you were on an operating table for most of it.
The sooner we start, the sooner we can be done. Start with personal history.
Okay. Records show you grew up on Earth. Tough environment, no parents. You enlisted and won a medal fighting Batarians during the Skillian Blitz. Do you remember that?
I had no choice.
A lot of lives depended on me holding that position. I did what I had to.
However you want to put it, it was damn impressive. I had friends who were there. Satisfied, Miranda?
Almost. Let's try something more recent. Vermeer, where you destroyed Saren's cloning facility. You had to leave one of your squad behind to die in the blast.
Lieutenant Caden Alenko was killed in action. It was your call. Why did you leave him behind?
It was that or die.
I left a friend to die that day and I didn't do it casually. But I had to save as many people as I could. Caden gave his life for the rest of the team. Without him, I couldn't have stopped Saren. He died a hero.
I understand, Commander. And I wasn't judging your decision. Everybody at Cerberus knows that cloning facility had to be destroyed.
There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes. The memories are there, and I can vouch for Shepard's combat skills personally.
I suppose you're right. We'll have to hope the elusive man accepts our little field test as evidence enough.
That's quite the station.
The elusive man is waiting for you in the other room.
Okay. We are in. Let's do a save. I know it just auto-saved, but let's create our #1 save. Beep-dee. Super. Alright. You like them. Yeah. Man, all of the characters are so much more fleshed out and have such bigger personalities in this game than they did in the last one. Oh, hey, Escalda. Welcome to the stream, my dude. Huge jump in quality from the first game. Yeah, it's a huge jump. Oh, mwah, love you, baby. Welcome back to the stream. Oh. You're just in time for me to go get some water and come back for a headphone highlight. Oh. So, yeah, we're going to do that really quick. And when we get back, we'll go say hello to the elusive man. Hell yes. Hey, you haven't been here for a headphone highlight, have you? Alright, I will be right back. See you in just a minute. Alrighty. Let's just get right into it. Because it's that time again. Headphone highlights. Alright. Lower that stuff down so I can get in here. Today, we are... Oh my gosh, come on. Wearing the Meze 99s. Meze 99s. Come on. There you go. Pretty slick. Pretty nice. They are Romanian, the company. And these are, fun fact, the first set of headphones we have had on the headphone highlights that are wood. This is real wood. Specifically, these are the Meze 99 Noirs, which is, again, a partnership with Drop. As far as I understand, they're pretty much identical to the regular Meze 99s, the Meze 99 Classics. They just have a different color scheme and maybe slightly different tuning. But I think they're pretty much identical. So they're real wood cups. Very nice, very smooth, very soft. I'll have to look up exactly what kind of wood it is. I don't remember. But you got your wood cups. You got this metal, probably spring steel suspension. Not suspension, but, you know, like headband bracket there. And then we have, again, a suspending head strap, headphone strap, comfort strap, whatever you want to call it. That, again, just adjusts with kind of some elastics. So they can form fit to you really easily. They are closed. They're closed back dynamic headphone. Nice clean look. Yeah, they're very very subtle design, very clean. They're really nice. The pads are, I'm wearing the default pads, so that's going to give you a hint. These are quite comfortable. They're pretty soft. They're not super duper deep or anything. They're not humongous pads, but they're very soft. They don't have a memory foam, but they don't need it. It's just kind of a really nice, soft protein leather pad. They're very nice, very soft, very comfortable. And they have they're a good size. They're a good little more than 3 knuckle size, so they fit most ears. They fit my ears. If they could fit my ears, they could probably fit your ears. And yeah, they just drop on there. I use that suspension strap, get that fitted, get those around my ears. I got really nice passive noise isolation because of the closed back design and because the pads are form-fitting to my head. So my voice right now, my voice sounds very muffled and I can't hear my fan anymore. They're nice. Good, nice closed back headphones. So for the cloud comfort scale, they're actually very comfortable. There's not a whole lot of clamp force, even though they're very solid on my head. They're not going to go anywhere. But I wouldn't say there's a lot of clamp force. That's not fatiguing here at all. The pressure on the headband is barely noticeable. There's maybe a tiny bit pushing down on me, but it's not making a hot spot on the top of my head. It's just kind of pushing down all around just a little bit, and so it doesn't hurt. It's not, no hot spots anywhere. It's just a little, you know, I can tell something's on my head, whatever. but they're very comfortable. Cloud system, cloud scale, I would put these pretty close to the Fidelio X2s. So I think I gave those an 8. I'll give these an 8 as well. They're not as comfortable as the Ship 9500s because those are just so ridiculously light. Not that these are heavy, but yeah, they're very, very comfortable. Solid 8. 8 out of 10 for cloud comfort. Yeah, they're, in terms of construction, I mean, you can't ask for much else. They're solidly built. Everything's high quality stuff. It's really well machined. Like, you get all these cool little details in there. I'll see if you can see this. Just look the cool machining they used for this. My understanding is that this actually started out as a Kickstarter like in 2015. And they blew up with the original Mezes, the Meze 99 Classics. That was the Kickstarter. That blew up. They had 1 or 2 revisions of it since then. And then they got so well known for this headphone that they... you can see a dead pixel. Where? I'll deal with it later. They look really neat. Yeah, they're really nice. This wood's really nice. It's solid wood, man. So that's got, you know, some bragging rights, in my opinion. Yeah, I got wood headphones. My headphones are carved out of wood. One thing I will mention is that the cable that they come with is actually quite nice. The problem is that it's not the most easy to find cable to replace. It uses these... Wait a minute, what? Are these... Is this 3.5 millimeter? No way. No. That's not it. Hold up. Yeah. Wow. Okay. That's actually kind of more strange. It's like right in the middle for future reference. Nice and bright. Okay. Oh yeah, I see it now. It's right here. It's fine. I just gotta do a reset on the camera and it'll go away. So yeah, these are double termination, 3.5 millimeter audio terminations, which, you know, 3.5 millimeter is standard, bog standard stuff. The problem is that it uses these really deep inserts in the cups to get them in there, so you can't just go and grab any 3.5 millimeter. It has to be ones that have this weird long skinny termination to really get it in there. See how like long these are in comparison. Here is a regular one, so I just kind of come on, forget the microphone, don't pay attention to the microphone. So yeah, no, oh, camera stuff is fun. Yeah, so this, look how much skinnier this one is compared to this one. It needs to be a very thin termination like this in order for it to go inside the cups. So that's unfortunate. That kind of sucks because, like I said, that's going to be a lot more difficult to find replacements for. But luckily, the cable it comes with is quite nice. It's got a nice fabric weave on it. It actually has a microphone on it if you care for that kind of thing. And it's not super long. It's like maybe a 4 or 5 foot long cable. So perfect for me. And kind of a necessity in this cable is the only kind of drawback to the design of this, because it looks super clean. It's really nice. Have you had a replacement cable yet? For these, no. I am still using the original cables. because I still like it, and I don't want to go through the trouble of trying to find a replacement. I'm perfectly happy with the one it came with. So the only really problem with this design is that it is absolutely uniform. Like, it's just perfectly straight this way, perfectly straight this way. It's a perfect mirror of itself. So if I... Okay, which is the right way to wear this thing? Which is the right channel, which is the left channel? It's not super easy to tell. The only way to tell on the headphone itself is right here on the headband. It's going to be really hard for you to see this, I think. But right here where my finger is, there's a little R to indicate the right channel. That's it. That is the only indication you get on the headphone, which channel is which. Luckily, the cable helps a little bit because it has printed on it little... Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Little L's and R's. There you go. So, once you figure out where that frickin' R is, you can... Boop. Pop that one in there. And... Boop. Pop that one in there. And now it's, you know, still not super easy, but you got at least that little R there to indicate which channel goes where. So that's a little frustrating, but it's not the end of the world. A little subtle, yes, very, very subtle. So yeah, they're very comfortable, very well built. They are wood. Wood's always cool. Let's see. Let's, I guess, just jump right into the sound. So these are... The mic is on the left wire. Yes, it is. Right here. Left wire. You're right. I've never used the mic. I'm sure it's fine. You know, as good as a headphone, like, mobile mic could be. But, you know, the fact that you're just getting that, you don't have to pay extra for it or anything. It just comes with it. I think this actually comes with another inline mic, yes. It comes with another set of cables, I think, without the microphone. I don't remember. There was a reason why I'm not using it. I can't remember. It must have just been more like, just not as nice as this, even though it didn't come with the microphone. But what these do come with, which is really nice, is an additional pair of pads. Not like with the 17.7Xs, though. The extra pair of pads that these come with are identical to the pads that are on them. So it's just an extra pair. So that's nice. That's nice for them to just do. So if you need to, for whatever reason, replace your pads, you don't have to go out and find a replacement and buy them. They come with them. But these are the original pads, and I've had these headphones for several years, and they're showing zero sign of wear and tear. They look brand new. So I don't foresee that ever being a problem for anyone. Okay, so sound. These are so pleasing to listen to. They are like butter. They're very warm. They're a little bit dark. They got some good, satisfying, punchy low end. Good amount of present mid range, and the high end is admittedly controlled. Not super high, but it's brought down a little bit, so it's avoiding any kind of, you know, painful sibilance. So these do something that's really interesting, and why I call them why I say they're so buttery is these make whatever music you have sound good. It doesn't matter what you have. they will make it sound good. They it's not that they don't have detail, they do. They just don't have they don't have as much detail as some other really high-end audiophile headphones. But that's actually to their benefit. Because the thing about getting into really high-end audiophile headphones is a lot of them strive for like super pristine, crisp detail, right? And while that's obviously very good in of itself, the problem you get with really high-end, really analytical, really detailed headphones is you're going to learn pretty quickly how bad a lot of your music is. And what I mean by that is the recording quality of your music. So very high-end, very detailed and analytical headphones are honest. They are revealing. They will let you know this song that you have liked, for 15 to 20 years since you were in high school, it was recorded in a really shitty studio with really shitty microphones. And now you get to hear all that. So, I should maybe explain that a little bit. And we got Escalda here, so he can really kind of verify this and maybe go even more into more detail about it. But in general, music, the way that it is produced and recorded can vary in the quality of that recording. So a lot of the really popular stuff that you hear on the radio is recorded at the big major studios that mass record all these bands and all this music to put on the radio, because that's how you get your music listened to by a mass audience. The radio. That's how people learn about you. That's how people start to buy your albums. The thing about the radio, though, is that radios don't sound great. So what they end up doing to make the recording sound as good as it can on a radio is basically to record everything at maximum. Your high end, your mid range, your low end, everything is set to max, so you can record the most out of it. And the result is, sure, maybe it sounds okay on the radio, but unfortunately it means that's why I like neutral headphones and speakers, is as close to what the studio meant to do with the sound. Right. Exactly. Especially, and Alcalde here, he's a musician, he's an audio engineer, so that's something that he really needs. He needs that neutrality, he needs that honesty, so that he can really he's able to monitor what he's doing and hear the nuances. He needs that detail, he needs that flat frequency response, so that he understands the nuances of everything that he's doing. But Alcalde is an artist, so he's recording his stuff properly. Big major studios, they record stuff for the radio. They need everything to just be whoop, as high as it can go, so it could be as loud as you want, because at the end of the day, really, the only way to make something sound okay on the radio is for it to just kind of be really loud, So, my favorite band is Muse. I love Muse. I could listen to every song, every album over and over and over again. I'll never get tired of it. But I have to admit that Muse has shitty recording, because a lot of their stuff is recorded in these big, major, mass-produced studios for the radio. A contrast, like the opposite side of that, when you have someone who is recording properly, a really good example would be like movie soundtracks, movie scores, because there's a difference in the purpose and the situation. You aren't a popular artist. I'm going to forget what I just said, because that doesn't apply. You're not an artist who has to really cram stuff out super, super fast. You have a crazy to make deadline, and you just have to get it out the door and start selling your albums, right? That's what a lot of bands have to do. They have to work really, really fast. Daft Punk Random Access Memories is a really well mixed album. I'm sure they are. I'm sure it is. You'll notice that a lot of artists, they will sometimes release like definitive editions kind of their albums or some of their tracks. They'll like re-record it, and the re-recordings are often because obviously the band's really big already, the song's really popular already, people are already buying it, they've already made all the money they want to make off of it, but now they re-record it the way they really want to. Some artists do that. Daft Punk, I'm not surprised, would do that. Muse has done that too. Muse has some really amazing, perfect recorded albums. I love it. But they're really mass-produced stuff. It's just very, get it done, get it out the door. Whereas with something like movie soundtracks, it's a totally different environment. You don't have a major, huge, fast-paced deadline. You are hiring a composer, a well-known composer, who is an artist, and you are paying them an exorbitant amount of money to create the best possible score for your movie. And you are giving them a lot of time to do it. Years to do it. Okay? Not just like a couple months or even a couple weeks. They have years to do it right, to get everything they need, to get all the equipment, all the people, all the instruments, all the artists. They're able to get everything they need to do the best job they can. So oftentimes, because they have all this extra time and they have all this money, they're able to really dive into more of the artistry of recording it and do it really properly. Because, music in films, I'm sure you all can agree with this, really invokes emotion. So that stuff has to be really precise. It has to really mean something and have that nuance. You need that nuance when you have music that you're trying to evoke emotion and feeling from. So some composers have an ego, though. Yes, absolutely, some composers have an ego. This is true. Soundtracks are amazing quality. Yes. And so yeah, it's just a completely different way of doing it, a different kind of business model for recording sound. But it makes a difference, and it's a difference that you can't just not only can you hear, but you can even see it. If you have a music player where you listen to your music on your computer that has a sound wave, sound wave bar visualizer that shows you the audio wave graph of your music, you can tell just by looking at it if the music has been properly recorded. If your music is, Black Holes and Revelations from Muse right off the album, you're going to have, a nice little build-up and then just a brick wall of sound where everything's at max from the top to the bottom, just a solid wall of noise, and then it'll fade off again at the end. So yeah, a rectangle versus an audio waveform. Exactly. So that when they record with everything at max level, that's what you end up with. You have a waveform that's just a block of audio. And when something's properly recorded, they don't max everything out. Everything is very meticulously leveled out to bring out nuance. So rather than having a solid brick wall of audio, you have an actual visual waveform, and you can see like, oh, at this section of the song it dips down and then it comes up and it peaks, but maybe it doesn't go all the way up. It stops a little short because it doesn't want to peak, and then it'll come back down, and you can actually visually see the detail in it, the waveform. You can see it, So you can, just by looking at it, looking at the waveform, you can kind of very generally tell whether or not something has been recorded for mass production or for actual like artistry. So the problem with really high-end, really detailed, really analytical headphones is they are going to sound amazing for stuff that is properly recorded, but your stuff that is not well recorded, your stuff that was recorded with the intent of it being produced on the radio, you're going to know, ooh, oh, yeah, this isn't recorded very well. And, you know, it's a little dramatic to say, but, you know, maybe it might ruin your perspective of some songs here and there. So what's nice about these, yep, we're getting back to the headphones, is because they don't have that kind of detail and that kind of analytical nature to them. It's just smooth, butter, warm, a little bit of darkness. It's just comfortable. It's soothing. It makes everything, good or bad recordings, sound awesome. Just smooth and relaxed and comfortable, like you're in a cabin in the woods at night with your fireplace and your big leather couch that you're leaned back in with your, I don't know, cup of hot cocoa or whatever. You got your headphones on and you're reading your book. You got maybe your smoke pipe because you're just that kind of jerk and you're just enjoying your night, having a good relaxing time. That's what these are. So, a warm Rex struggle. Snuggle, I'm sorry. A warm Rex snuggle. Right. These are a warm Rex snuggle. Not a Garrus sniper rifle to the face. So, sounds lovely. Yes, they do. They sound lovely. They're wonderful. I've sold you on these. Good. Yeah, they're great. I love them. They're a great full-on package for just easygoing, beautiful sounding listening. Obviously, they're probably not for Escalda for his needs, but if you just want to have a good time with your music, this is the way to go. Okay. Let's get back to it. Price, these are $199. They might actually be cheaper now, I'm not sure. But the Meze 99 Classics are a $300 pair of headphones, which are, you know, like these, they're made of wood. Then there's the Meze 99, I forget what they're called. But they're, instead of a wood version, there's a plastic version that's all black. And those are $199, so those are $100 less, which are basically the same. But you can go over to Drop and grab these, which are the Meze 99 Classics with the wood for $199. So why bother getting the plastic version when you can get the wood version at Drop? And that, like, again, I think that they're tuned a little bit differently, because Drop tends to do that, but otherwise they're almost identical. And you get an extra pair of pads, so that's always nice. Yeah, good deal. Good headphones. I dig them. I love them. They're my go-to for just chilling out. All right, back to the game. Let's go have a little visit with the elusive man. Hey, Miranda.
The elusive man is waiting for you in the other room.
You got nothing else to say to me? Hey, fellas. Oh, hell yeah. Custom armor. We didn't have this in the first game. And you can have armor for different situations. You can have your armor for when you're out in the field, and your casual appearance when you're just like strolling on the ship or strolling around on the Citadel. Look at all these outfits we have. See? How nice. I kind of like the the hoodie. Outfits, yes, outfits. This one's pretty like commandery, but I also know that this is the same one that the doctors wear. That hood, though, pretty sure that wasn't in the game originally. Yeah, I don't know if it's that it wasn't in the game originally, or if it's just here because I transferred over. I don't know. Yeah, hoodie's definitely casual. So this is, you know, the outfit we're going to be wearing when we're just roaming around the ship. So what do you think? We'll save that for when we're actually going to dinner parties. Maybe we'll actually be doing that. We'll see what happens. But hoodie, all right, we'll go with hoodie for casual. Oops. Armor. Well, we do have some helmets. Okay. There's just your basic helmet. Basic helmet with a little extra humph to it. And weird, crazy laser eyes. I like that one. Chest. We don't have any other choice right now. Materials. Can't see the helmet. A little too casual for a commander, though. My camera... Oh, my camera covers it. You're right. For now, I'll just put me down. I'll put me down over here. Okay. Helmet. Yeah, we got no helmet. Helmet. Helmet with more stuff. And weird ninja glowy eye helmet. So we're going to go no helmet when we're not in space, because I want to be able to see my character. Materials. So you could change the type of material. Gorilla face helmet. You can change the kind of material that your armor is made of. So like this is very matte. This one's a little bit more shiny. That one's a little bit more shiny. That one's very shiny. That one's super matte. It does look a little bit like a gorilla face, you're right. Now we could change the color. I believe there's like some iridescent colors we can do. That one's pretty cool. Straight up gold. That's pretty nice. There we go, that's the one I like. Iridescent purple. Let's fuss with the materials. I like that one. Ooh, shiny green. Yeah. Hope we have a second tint. Ooh, there we go. I believe the back changes the most, yeah. Orange is pretty nice. The red's a bit too much. Yeah, let's go with orange. Purple and orange are a good combo. Pattern. Ooh. We could change the pattern color. I don't know if I really like the pattern. I think I prefer without the pattern. Okay, cool. There we go. We're looking pretty badass. Let's go have a little visit. Oh, I'll move myself again. Oh, dang it. I know, hold on. Okay, we're good.
Commander Shepard.
Elusive man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
Unnecessary precaution. Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
What you and I know, he says.
From what I hear, I cost you a fortune.
Whoops.
Why'd you do it?
For the defense and preservation of humanity. I didn't spend 2 years and billions of credits bringing you back to serve as a common soldier. But humanity is up against the greatest threat of our brief existence.
The Reapers.
Good to see your memory's still intact. How are you feeling?
Not bad.
I noticed a few upgrades. I hope you didn't replace anything really important.
We tried to keep you as intact as possible. We need Shepard, just as you were when you defeated Sovereign.
What are the Reapers doing that made you decide to bring me back?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. While you've been sleeping, entire colonies have been disappearing. Human colonies. We believe it's someone working for the Reapers, just as Saren and the Geth aided Sovereign. You've seen it yourself. You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus. Why are you involved?
We're committed to the advancement and preservation of humanity. If the Reapers are targeting us, trying to wipe us out, Cerberus will stop them. If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will be left.
Abduction.
Sovereign was trying to harvest all life in the galaxy. Why would the Reapers target a few human colonies?
Hundreds of thousands of colonists have vanished. I'd say that fits the definition of harvesting. Nobody's paying attention because it's random, and the attacks occur in remote locations. I don't know why they've suddenly targeted humanity. Maybe you got their attention when you killed one of them.
I already asked about Cerberus, Alliance aid.
If this is a threat against humanity, you need to mobilize the Alliance.
They suffered substantial losses fighting Sovereign. They're rebuilding, still stretched too thin to waste resources verifying the Reaper threat. Blaming the abductions on mercs and pirates is easier and more convenient.
Why me?
You could have trained an entire army for what you spent to bring me back.
You're unique. Not just in ability or what you've experienced, but in what you represent. You stood for humanity at a key moment. You're more than a soldier. You're a symbol. And I don't know if the Reapers understand fear, but you killed one. They have to respect that.
Maybe I believe you.
If what you say is true, if the Reapers are behind this, I'd consider helping you.
I'd be disappointed if you accepted any of this without seeing for yourself. I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress, the latest colony to be abducted. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
I'm supposed to just trust them?
Miranda killed Wilson in cold blood. Jacob's just a gun for hire. You expect me to trust them?
Wilson was one of my best agents, but he was a traitor. Miranda did exactly what I expected of her, and she saved your life in more ways than one. Jacob's a soldier, one of the best. He's never fully trusted me, but he's always been honest about it. You'll be just fine with them. For now.
Do I have a choice? If you have to ask if you have a choice, then you don't have a choice. What are you expecting?
What do you think I'll find there?
If I knew that, I wouldn't need to send you. Find any clues you can. Who's abducting the colonies? Do they have any connection to the Reapers? I brought you back. It's up to you to do the rest.
Very elusive. Squad? Upgraded powers. Squad points. Click on the new power level. Click to purchase. We have 10 squad points. Submarine Paragon. Oh, okay. Yeah, so it actually shows us where on the graph we are in terms of if we're going down the Paragon path or the Renegade path. That's kind of nice. I don't remember them doing that before. Oh, we do have Shockwave. Cool. Be faster, fiercer, and more powerful on the battlefield. That sounds good. Ooh. Cool. Save. Miranda, talk to your boyfriend.
The elusive man is very impressed with you. I'm eager to see if you can live up to his expectations on this mission.
Oh, Lady Marslander mentioned this earlier. You notice that Shepard has some scars. Miranda did say that they haven't fully healed yet. So what's interesting, an interesting mechanic in this game is the more Paragon you are, the more your scars will heal. When you're max Paragon, they will be fully healed. The more Renegade you go, the bigger your scars get. And when you're max Renegade, they glow red. Just remember who's in charge. Isn't that cool? Yeah. You sound jealous. I almost want to say that. She's been really snippy with me. Maybe I should be snippy back. Build that rapport. Thanks for recruiting me. No. I'll do my best. No. I mean, I am in charge. But, sure.
I can't have anyone disobeying my commands when we get there.
I know who I report to. As long as you don't do anything to betray Cerberus, I'll follow your orders.
You sound jealous.
What's the matter, Lawson? Worried you're not his favorite anymore?
I've proven my value to the elusive man. Let's hope you're able to do the same.
We don't have to be enemies.
We have to work together here. Your attitude isn't helping anything.
I have the utmost respect for your abilities, Shepard. It's your motivations that concern me. I believe in what Cerberus stands for. Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our cause.
What can you tell me about this colony we're going to?
Freedom's Progress? It's a typical human settlement in the Terminus systems. They had a small military force for protection supplemented by mechs and security drones. Average in almost every way, really. Completely unremarkable. Until the disappearance.
It is kind of a bummer that the scars disappear, because they are pretty badass.
Any thoughts on what we might run into there?
A lot of empty buildings and one giant mystery.
Tell me about the Lazarus Project.
I'd like to know more about the Lazarus Project from the person in charge.
I wasn't in charge. The elusive man was. If I was running the show, would have done a few things differently.
Like what, Miranda?
What would you have changed?
To start, I would have implanted you with some type of control chip. But the elusive man wouldn't allow it. He was afraid it might affect your personality, alter your character somehow. He wouldn't let us do anything that might limit your potential in any way.
Glad he was in charge.
Can't say I like the idea of being brought back to life with a control chip in my brain.
The elusive man is taking an incredible risk with you. I just hope his gamble pays off.
Tell me a little bit about you.
Tell me a little about yourself.
Worried about my qualifications? I can crush a mech with my biotics or shoot its head off at 100 yards. Take your pick.
I wanted more than a resume.
I was trying to get to know you as a human being.
I'm not looking for a friend, Shepard. Stay focused on the mission.
Ooh, salty! Salty saucy. Where'd you train?
Did you and Jacob serve together in the Alliance?
No. The elusive man recognized my potential and recruited me at a young age.
How old were you?
Old enough to know this is what I wanted.
Goodbye.
It's obvious you're not interested in talking.
We've got an assignment. We can talk about it or we can do it.
Salty, salty. Oh, mission complete. That's not how this crew works, Missy. We leveled up. We don't need a submarine. We just gotta import bonuses. We got our grenade. We got some credits. Cool.
We should be there shortly, Shepard. The elusive man put us under your command. Do you have any orders?
Other colonies.
What did you find at the other colonies?
Nothing. No signs of attack, no corpses. Not even a trace of unusual genetic material to give us a clue. They just disappear. And we've got no target to go after.
Odds of success.
What makes you think this investigation will turn up anything new?
At other colonies, official investigators got there first. Sometimes looters or salvage teams as well. We're hoping to be the first ones there this time. Maybe find clues before somebody else disturbs the scene.
Why do all of our friends seem like enemies so far? Maybe we should just mark it down to, you know, we're Shepard. We're a little intimidating. They don't really know how to behave around us properly. My authority.
Are you sure you'll be comfortable following my orders?
We didn't bring you back from the dead just to second guess you, Commander. If the elusive man says you're in charge, you're in charge.
Nah, Jacob's cool. Okay. Alright.
Our first priority is to look for survivors.
That's unlikely, Commander. No one was left at the other colonies. They were completely deserted.
Be nice to find somebody. Anything's better than another ghost town.
Optional weapons. Hey, alright. We got our shotgun, we got our machine pistol. Cool. So I know that I started a little late, so we could technically go for another 10 minutes, but I kind of feel like maybe this is a good spot to stop for tonight. Though we can start fresh next week doing our first mission. What do you guys think? I think that's what I'm going to do. Because I know what's coming up, and I want to give the game time to... or give us time to really get immersed with it. Sounds like a plan. Yeah. Alright, well hey, here we are. Mass Effect 2, we're doing it. Oh boy. We are in for some... Y'all are in for a treat. Y'all are in for a treat. Cool beans. Well, I hope you're all enjoying it so far. I know we haven't done a whole lot yet, but we will soon. I have 10,000 Palladium. Yeah, so when you import a character over from the first game, one of the bonuses you get is it gives you some resources. So that's not that's not currency. That's resources, and in this game the resources you use them to upgrade your ship. So how do you fit that much of a massive entertainment building in your pocket? Okay, all right. I mean, when you're Shepard, your legacy is so big that it can even contain 10,000 palladiums. Ooh. We got a pretty good amount of credits too. Neat. Yeah, so, hey. Thanks for stopping by. We'll be back to this next Wednesday. This Sunday, however, we're going to start Ghost of Tsushima. So that should be pretty good too. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for chatting with me. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you had fun. This is going to get a lot better real quickly. So look forward to that. And yeah. Weird that it does that. Whatever. I guess that's pretty much wraps it up for tonight. Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks for being here, guys. And I will see you very soon. Talk to you later.